Good afternoon. Back at you guys once again. It's a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Hope your Wednesday's going well. I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about fear. Fear is something that it's a normal emotion, fear. But I think fear, um, it's a normal emotion, fear. But as a man, you have to do things even when you are fearful or afraid. One thing I'm going to say is that one thing that instills fear is religion. Um, I truly believe that religion is fear based. Growing up as a kid, I used to be afraid of the devil. Uh, I used to have nightmares about hell and the devil and all of this stuff. Um, Religion is definitely fear based because it's programming you to be fearful of hell and be fearful of Satan. Um, Growing up in church, um, I had a lot of fear. Growing up as a little kid, fear was something that I had a lot of, and I don't blame myself. I blame the church. Uh, I believe a lot of people know that religion is fear based, and it's based on the fear of hell. Now, you know, is hell real? There are a lot of videos where people saying hell is real. A lot of people saying they've been to hell. But I'm gonna say this: you don't have to die to experience hell. So I feel, I don't get too deep into the thought of hell anymore. Uh, you know, I'm not saying I don't believe in God. I believe in God, but I don't. I was overloaded on religion growing up. I was deeply into the church, so I'm backing away from fear now because I've had too much fear for a long time. And as a man, you don't want to live life fearful. So that's why I just try to be more logical about stuff at this point in my life. Is hell real? A lot of people say that it is, but no one truly knows, I believe, if hell is real. Um, but I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say what I do know. I'm not gonna speculate. I'm gonna talk about what I do know. Some people live in hell right here on earth, and they ain't even dead yet. So you don't have to die to experience hell. You don't have to go through another dimension. So, and I look at it like this: if some people end up going to hell, maybe perhaps they were meant to go to hell because their life been hell. So I guess that'll just be the rerun of their life because their life on earth been hell. But I was just thinking to myself that religion is based on fear, and I'm not living my life being fearful because that's no way to live, and I wouldn't advise no one else to live their life being fearful. Um, that's why if I was a parent, I wouldn't indoctrinate my kids with that religion because I wouldn't want them to grow up being scared of everything, being scared of the devil, being scared of just everything. I mean, how can you enjoy your life being afraid of everything? Um, I believe it's good to have some kind of fear. I mean, fear is normal, but you can't let it overtake you, and you can't let it cause you not to live your life. You know, this is why I say, especially for a man. And if I was a father and I had a son, that's one of the big reasons to why I wouldn't indoctrinate him with that religion, because as a man, you can't live your life being fearful and scared of every daggone thing. That's no way to live for a man. Um, you know, I'm sure Any of you guys that were raised going to church or, indoctrinated with that religion, I'm sure you guys can relate to being fearful of a lot of things and having fear in your heart, because that's what religion programs. It programs you to have fear and to be scared of the devil and hell. But let me know what you guys think about fear, because that's one thing I never liked in church. That's another thing I never liked about the church. They always use these fear tactics to scare the hell out of you. And when I was a kid growing up, indoctrinated in church, why does a little kid need to be walking around scared of hell? I mean, why does a little kid need to be thinking about the devil getting them? Like, kids need to be focusing on school, sports, and just having fun. That's really what you're supposed to be focused on as a child. You're not supposed to be focused on hell and the devil getting you. That's just not something that I feel a child needs to be overloaded with. But I'm sure a lot of you guys were raised the same way. Overloaded with religion, fearful. And that's definitely not the way a man is supposed to be groomed. But I feel this is one of the detrimental effects of religion. This is why it's not good for you, because it can instill this type of stuff in you. And I think this is very common with black parents. I believe a lot of black parents, they definitely try to instill the fear of hell in their children. I don't know if it's very common in other ethnic groups of people, but I can definitely speak for the African American community. This is a common fear tactic that's used in a lot of black households. What are your thoughts on fear? Do you still have fear of hell? I used to be extremely fearful as a kid, but once you become an adult, you think more logical. See, one of the biggest reasons to why I'm not fearful anymore, because I think more logical now. I just use common sense. Nobody hasn't seen this big bad devil. I feel the big bad devil is people. Nobody has seen demons. I feel these demons are people. And like I said, some people experiencing hell right here and now. So that's why I say I think more logical about this stuff now. Now I do believe there may be something on the other side, but but I'm gonna focus on the here and now. That's one thing my father told me that was so true. Anything that's got to do with the spirit world, that doesn't have nothing to do with the here and now on planet Earth. That's one thing I'm thankful for, that I had some people in my corner that was rooted in reality. Because, if I didn't have my grandparents, my dad, if I didn't have nobody that was, who exercised logical thinking, I would have been messed up, even as an adult. And I'm just glad that I'm no longer living in fear. I'm living my life, and I would want the same for anyone else. Live your life, and don't spend your time living in fear of hell and fear of the devil. I mean, because it's like the devil is in people. These demons are in these people. Just look at how bad the world is. But that's been my topic, talking about fear. And I'm sure you guys agree, religion is definitely fear-based. And that's one of the biggest tactics that they use to get you. But that's been my topic. Hope you guys enjoying your Wednesday. Have a good evening.